Hello everybody, welcome to Nerdgasm. Your host is today Fame, and today we're going to be reviewing Curse. Curse is the new show coming to Netflix, launching depending when you're watching this video, today, tomorrow, but the actual date is 17 July. Before I go on, apologize for my redness of my eyes, suffering with a little bit of hay fever. Tea's helping a little bit, not too much. Anyway, back to the show. Cursed is a medieval show that's, I think the best way to describe it, maybe a toned down version of Game of Thrones. Okay, very toned down. But what it does is it follows Nimue and her quest to deliver the sword to Merlin. Yes, that sword and that Merlin. Now, if you don't know Merlin is the most famous wizard in the world. Actually, I think Harry Potter is now the most famous wizard in the world, but anyway. As I said, the show follows her as she tries to give the sword to Merlin. There's obviously a whole plot that's derived from there. She meets a young Arthur on his way. I'm not going to obviously give you too much of the plot. We only watched 5 episodes, but I always believe 5 episodes for a show is what you need to determine whether you like it or not. And we did like it. Liked it a lot. And what else can I say about the show? Well, we all know the story of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. And with the King Arthur, they actually changed the focal point of the story. Obviously, every story that you watched or read on King Arthur was always about him drawing the sword, and you guys know the rest. They shift the dynamic around this time around, focus on Nimue, and that's a good thing because it doesn't take away the core of the story. I realize nowadays with rehashes and reboots, people tend to lose focus of the core of the story, and that is why those reboots fail. Whereas the ones that reboot the series or the show or retell a story but keep the core essence really tend to succeed. And this is the point here. So the story is from a different point of view, changed up a little bit, and aesthetically, I felt it lacked a little bit, and I suppose this is again coming back to Game of Thrones, who has spoiled us to a certain degree, because the set pieces and the sets themselves were like so realistic compared to the show that my expectations were higher, especially considering being a Netflix show. So that's where I felt a little disappointed. Some of the stuff felt a bit on the B grade side, but again, I don't know if that's me being over conditioned or so maybe you guys can hit back on the comments and let me know whether I'm on point or not once you watched it. I like the fact that they found a clever way of giving the lead role to a female without really compromising the story. The actors do a good job. I feel that in the 5 episodes, however, they weren't really on point. What I mean is they were still kind of finding their feet, and they weren't in groove with the show. And it's another reason why I always believe most of the time, season 2 of a good show is like really the best show ever. And I think this one's going to live up to that. What else can I tell you about the show? The special effects are pretty good. Dialogue is okay. Okay, yeah, I'm still getting used to it. It doesn't have a star-studded cast. There's a lot of fresh faces there. And obviously the lead, if you haven't known by now, is by the girl from 13 Reasons Why. And she's kind of forging her way forward in the business, so to speak. I'd like you guys to give the show a chance. I liked it, and I always found medieval shows quite entertaining, especially King Arthur. I've always been drawn to King Arthur stories, and funny enough, Merlin is always my favorite character in those stories. And here Merlin is played like a wacky, bit of a drunk. You could call him a poor man's Jack Sparrow. And I kind of still didn't find an immediate liking to him, but a few episodes in, and then I kind of warmed up to him, and I think that's what I like about the show. As you progress through it, you kind of fall deeper with these characters, and that's important in a series longevity. So yeah, that's the show. It's coming out 17 July. It's on Netflix. I think they will release the rest of the episodes, so I'm gonna probably close this off. And yeah, that's it. Go check it out.